Hello and welcome to Never Seen It, a podcast where we watch movies we've never seen. I'm your host, Betsy, and with me is my host and husband, Trent.
I'm the host.
Co-host? Both things. Anyway, today we are wrapping up a trilogy and continuing on with Spidey Sunday with the third installment of Tobey Maguire, his third and last, as Spider-Man in Spider-Man 3.
It's the third one.
Now, this one is going to be a little different from the last ones because you have not seen this one at all.
Yep.
I've only seen this once.
Yeah.
So this came out in 2007.
Yep.
And I have not watched it since. And I remember that I saw this because it came out the Friday before I had finals in college.
Oh, Jesus.
My senior year of college. And I blew off studying to go see Spider-Man 3.
Good choice. Good choice. Did you, was that fortuitous? Did you actually enjoy it?
I don't even remember. I don't think I did. I don't think I liked it nearly as much as the other ones. Certainly not as much as I liked 2, as I mentioned in the last episode.
That's my understanding, is that this one just kind of bombed and people didn't like it. There was a lot of sequences, and we'll get into it, but a lot of sequences that people just thought were stupid. Yeah.
And you just hadn't seen this because you hadn't seen the other ones.
Correct.
There wasn't really much more to it than that.
There's no point in me going to see the third in a trilogy if I've never seen 1 and 2.
Fair enough. So you know that this movie was not well received.
Uh-huh.
What do you actually know
this movie? This is where we introduced Venom. Now, Venom is a character that I know precious little about. Mm-hmm. And I think Venom... So there's a new actor being introduced here, which I think is kind of funny. It's Topher Grace.
Yes.
And I think it's funny because I think there's kind of an unspoken thing where Tobey Maguire and Topher Grace kind of look alike. And they're about the same age. Maybe they get confused for each other.
I've literally never heard that.
I don't know. But yeah, so I think he's in it. I don't know what the relationship is between him and Peter or anybody else in the movie. Mm-hmm. I think he has something to do with the Venom character. And I haven't seen the 2 most recent Venom movies with, what's his name?
Tom Hardy.
So, going into this, I know he's like a devil on your shoulder kind of a thing. He influences you to try to do bad things or things that you like your baser instincts might want you to do.
Yeah.
That's my understanding.
He's
anyway.
venomous. He's poisoning your mind.
Yeah. So I know that those are the 2 big things.
Do you know the villain of this one?
I think he's Venom is kind of a caveat to get to the other villains here. I think Sandman is a dude in this. I don't know who he's played by or what that's all about.
I think you'll recognize the actor. I don't know how familiar you are with them, but yeah.
I've seen his face. He always wears that stupid green striped shirt. Or whatever it is. Not the actor, but the guy in the movie.
Oh, okay, in like the trailer.
Yeah, I've seen a trailer for this movie, but other than that, I don't know. I mean, we talked about it in 2. I know James Franco is back. He's going to be the new Green Goblin.
So yeah, at the end of 2, they are pretty obvious that...
They're setting it up.
That's what's happening there.
Yeah.
And then we also left them with Peter and Mary Jane.
They have an understanding.
Having an understanding.
Yeah, like, hey, we're going to hook up, but Mary Jane also knows that he's still Spider-Man, so he's going to go off and do his Spidey things.
So she knows he's Spider-Man.
Yep.
Harry knows he's Spider-Man.
Yep.
Aunt May does not.
Mm-hmm.
Definitively.
It was like hinted at that she might know something,
right.
But maybe I'm just reading into that.
Right, so we don't know definitively, and that's it.
Yeah.
Doc Ock is gone, quote unquote.
Right.
We've speculated on that one, but that's soon to be determined.
Sure.
And so Venom. I don't know if there's anything else that really comes to mind. Genuinely, I don't remember much about this movie other than it not being very good.
Sure.
I don't know if it's bad. I'll be really curious to know after 14 years if this is better than I actually am expecting it to be.
Or worse.
Or worse.
Yeah.
I really have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a couple of memes in this one too.
I know that there's like a dance sequence that is just horrible.
I think that's the big one.
Yeah.
There's a dance sequence.
It's like, what the hell? What are you doing?
And in context, does it make any sense? Probably not.
No. And by this point, how old is Tobey Maguire? He's like 30 here.
72 years old. He's well past 30 here because
he's over the hill.
He would be like 33 or 32 by the time we got to this one.
Jesus Christ.
Because there was a bit of a gap. It was longer time between.
Yeah, it was 4 years between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So we'll see.
I wonder if he's still in school. I wonder, what's the current relationship between him and Mary Jane? Is it still what it was, or are they talking about marriage? Is it on the rocks? I don't know.
Well, let's go find out, because I genuinely don't remember this movie. It's basically going to be like me watching this for the first time.
All right.
So we're going to go watch Spider-Man 3, and we will be right back. Back. All right, that was Spider-Man 3. Trent, what are your thoughts?
For the end of a trilogy, that was quite the downer.
Yeah, I think the fault lies in it was trying to be so ambitious that it didn't accomplish anything.
No. You got the fall from grace with Harry, and
he gets a redemption arc, but at what cost?
Right, and he said, I would die for my friends, and then he did.
Yep.
And things are no better off, things are no worse off, it's just kind of the way they were.
It's just sort of, you're going to have a tough time as Spider-Man. Full stop.
Pretty much.
You're never going to be happy. Bad things will keep happening to you.
Uh-huh.
Everything sucks and people keep dying.
Right. And that's kind of the way for Spider-Man in all fiction, in all mediums. But in this one, I don't think it really knew what it wanted to be. Like, did it want to be like a dark and brooding character piece on Spider-Man and Peter with the Venom stuff? Mm-hmm. Was it gonna be kind of a campy thing where he's gonna take advantage of the powers and the influence and whatever else that the Venom is giving him? But it doesn't do any of that. It's just kind of, I don't know. Everything is just on a whim. It's like he's going to go over here. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. He's going to cheat on MJ. He's going to do this because of why? Why?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of what and not a lot of why. So it's like, okay, there's a meteor and the alien goo comes and grabs on him.
Sure, that's an explanation.
And in an hour into the movie, he becomes Venom. But they never say the name Venom.
No.
So if you're not into the comic books and you didn't know that was Venom,
right,
you'd be like, weird Spider-Man?
Black goo.
Black goo.
Make weird Spider-Man suit. It's not even him. It's just a suit.
It's a suit, yeah. So it's not on him all the time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't act the way Venom does in the new version of Venom.
Right, and he gets to take it off whenever he wants until
he can't.
He can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arbitrarily until he can't.
Yeah.
And then the Sandman, it's like, we're going to retcon the story here.
They retcon the retcon by the end of the movie.
Yep. And he becomes the Sandman because scientists are doing experiments on sand.
Yeah.
Like, there's no real backstory. We don't know where he is or why this is happening.
And those scientists are awfully reckless.
Yeah, they're like, there's a problem with the readers. Do it anyway.
There's a bird in there. It'll fly out when we start it.
Exactly. And so there's just kind of this...
Everything is just kind of brushed off.
Yeah, there's no meat on the bones.
Let's get some substance here. Mm-hmm. Let's explain what's happening. Why did he turn into a Sandman?
Screw why. We just want Sandman there, and we want Venom there.
Right.
And we want Topher Grace as this blonde-haired douchebag.
Right. Man.
And yeah, it's like, it starts okay. So, like, MJ and Peter are doing well, and he's managing to juggle being Spider-Man.
Sure.
And crime is down, and he's the head of his class.
Right. He's on every newspaper. He's doing well in school, like you said. MJ is
she's on Broadway.
She's like third billing on a Broadway musical thing. Even though the papers and the reviewers hated her.
She's not very good. Just because you can act doesn't mean you can sing, and I wish some people would get that memo.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate a lot of actors, and I know the ones that it's like, okay, you can sing to the point that you're not tone deaf.
Yeah.
There are some people who are exceptional singers. Mm-hmm. Not every actor is meant to be a Broadway star. And I think in the case of MJ, it's like, oh, sweet girl.
I've seen La La Land.
Right? Yeah. Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
Right. But yeah, MJ, she gets the news that, she finally gets her first review on Broadway, and it's crap. And Peter says, oh, it's just one. And
he makes it about himself.
Right. He turns it around. I was like, well, when I'm Spider-Man and I see all this stuff, I get criticized all the time. And me.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
They were frankly bad for each other in this movie because he doesn't stop talking about himself. He doesn't talk about her at all. And she doesn't communicate at all.
Oh, yeah.
This is your boyfriend who you've been with for a while and have known a long time, and you clearly don't trust him.
Yeah.
Even though you know his darkest secret, his biggest secret. Mm-hmm. And
you can't come to say, I got fired because I suck.
Well, not even that. Just say, I got fired. Like, it just...
Yeah.
You can't tell him the truth.
Yeah.
I got a different job. And also, what the hell kind of a manager does she have that she goes from being cast, like she is successfully cast in a Broadway show, and then she has to go out and get her own damn job as a waitress in a jazz club that also sings.
Right.
Did you fire your manager? Because it's not their fault you suck.
Well, they mentioned that she has an agent. They kind of talk to each other. Oh, I thought
so
her
and
agent.
So was supposed to
I
call
thought her agent said it was going to call her. Blah blah blah. It's like, I'm sorry. We're just going to say that you're sick and you're off the show now. Bye.
Yeah. Oh,
what the hell?
Sweetie, let's talk.
And I knew one of those guys, the guy on the right. I know I've seen his face in other things. I just don't know who it is.
Me too. I almost wonder if he isn't actually some director or something, but I'd have to look into it.
But yeah, in reality, I don't think she was that bad.
No, she wasn't the worst singer in
Kirsten
the world.
Dunst can sing. She's sung on a couple of occasions in the movie. She was pretty good.
And I don't know if she's singing at the beginning, because at the beginning it doesn't sound as much like her.
I think it was.
At the end, it's definitely her, though.
Yeah.
And she's fine. But I don't think she was amazing. She's fine.
Not Broadway amazing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Well, and that was the thing that she read in the thing.
Only Harvey Fierstein gets to be on Broadway with a ridiculous voice. There's only room for one of them.
It's true. But they said, oh, yeah, you can't project. And if you're on Broadway, you gotta project.
You gotta be a belter.
Yeah.
You gotta belt. Mm-hmm. I can't belt.
No, that's okay, though. No. You're not on Broadway.
No, I'm not on Broadway. Broadway! So, yeah, it's just, we kind of dive headfirst into it. I had no recollection of Bryce Dallas Howard being in this movie.
As Gwen Stacy.
Specifically as Gwen Stacy, because in 2007, I was not tapped into the Spider-Man universe. I didn't know anything about it. I only knew MJ being a character.
Right.
It wasn't until probably closer to Into the Spider-Verse that I knew Gwen Stacy was a character.
Right. There's this blonde who is also in the Spider-Verse.
With Peter Parker, specifically.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't remember Gwen Stacy being in this movie. And why was she in this movie? Because we needed somebody to make their relationship more difficult.
Yeah.
Like, she is just a pawn. She's
pretty
just
much there.
She's
used.
She is used repeatedly.
Yeah.
She's there to be rescued. She's there to kiss him. She's there to make MJ jealous, and she doesn't like that.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what? By that time, when they're in the club dancing,
yes.
she says, "I'm so sorry, MJ. I had no idea. I'm going to leave now."
Yeah.
Good on you.
But then why is she in this movie?
Right.
She didn't need to be there. James Cromwell is here as her
dad.
father.
Yeah, as the chief of police.
Why? 'Cause why the fuck not?
Well, and I said at the beginning, I saw his name in the credits. It's like, okay, is he the president or like the mayor of the city or something? Because he's always the president.
He's the chief of police or whatever.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, Topher Grace is like another photographer who's kind of skeezy.
Gunning for Peter's job.
I work for the Daily Bugle.
Well, he's a freelancer.
He's a rat bastard.
Yeah. He photoshops Spider-Man stealing some money, even though that was the Sandman doing that.
Yep, and contextually, of course, this is around the time where that 70s show was wrapping up.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do we do with Topher Grace next? Well, maybe he could be a movie star.
No.
Or not.
No. You know, one of the best things that Topher Grace did as an actor since he was off that 70s show, he played I wouldn't call it an insignificant part, but he was in Black Klansman.
Oh, yeah.
As
David Duke.
As David Duke.
I forgot.
And he just plays it up like an aw shucks kind of a racist. It's like, dude, holy shit, you pulled that off.
He's not a bad actor.
Yeah.
I just think people don't quite know what to do with him. Like, he's actually pretty good in this, being a smarmy asshole.
I think so. Yeah, I agree.
I think if he plays more like smarmy, smug sons of bitches, he'll have a long
like David Duke.
He'll have a long and fruitful career.
Yeah. But it's after he's kind of aged up a bit.
Yeah.
That he's been getting these other roles.
But he's still this skinny little dude. He looks like he's 25, but he's like 45.
He needs to get further away from that 70s show so that people start forgetting that he was in it. And just go be your own dude.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the reason for him being in this. And then you've got Thomas Hayden Church as the Sandman.
Mr. Jawline.
So do you remember, did it click in your brain things you've seen him in?
No, I looked him up while we were watching the movie.
So the biggest thing most people know him from our age is George of the Jungle.
Oh god, no, I didn't see that part.
Yes, he's in George of the Jungle. He's like the villain, quote unquote.
Oh god.
He's the other man.
I've never seen George of the Jungle.
Oh, you will, Trent. Oh, you will. But he would have been coming right off of Sideways when this movie came out.
Yeah, he was in Sideways. He's in Easy A, which I've seen.
Same thing here, where he was making a splash with Sideways. I think he may have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor in that movie. And then it's like, okay, he's kind of hot right now. What do we do with him? Let's put him in the new Spider-Man movie and see if we can make him a big action star.
He was nominated.
Yeah.
For Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah, so that happened, and then this happened. And he doesn't really have any purpose in this movie.
No, he is filling a role that a guy like John Cena would fill these days.
Yeah.
John Cena would be cast in that role.
Absolutely.
Because he's a nothing actor. He can't act. He's just a big
he
side of beef.
He can't even walk.
He's just a big side of beef. You know, it's...
He's the whole damn meal. He's so big.
He is so big. But yeah, that's the kind of thing he would be cast in.
He shows up as a convict. He's a convict on the run.
Yeah, he had just escaped from prison.
We get like a little backstory where his daughter is sick and he needed to get money for her, and he's just he's not a bad guy. He just
did a bad
thing.
He was a desperate man.
And then he is on the run and falls into a science experiment gone wrong.
Uh-huh.
And then he teams up with Venom to kill Spider-Man, but he doesn't actually want to kill Spider-Man.
No.
What is the purpose of his entire story arc?
I don't know.
He doesn't need to be in this. It's just them being overly ambitious to try to fill this third movie and make it bigger and better. Mm-hmm. It would have been better with just Harry and or Venom. Mm-hmm. You could have done it with those. And I don't really care if you want to simplify the story for Venom. Like, oh, it's an alien goo and it crawls and it gets him.
Sure.
Okay, fine. Weirder things have happened in these movies. Mm-hmm. And you see what happens at the beginning. I've got an explanation. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Fine. This is where it came from.
but it drags on for so long. Like, it takes forever to get there. You actually paused the movie.
I paused the movie to see, okay, it's finally going after Peter while he's sitting in bed. What part of the movie is this? It's like an hour and 5 minutes in. It's insane.
Halfway through the movie.
It's insane. You are marketing the fuck out of this movie to say, ooh, Venom's gonna be in this one. It's gonna get Peter. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's sort of underwhelming.
Yeah.
He's just emo.
He just makes him into emo.
He's
only
emo.
thing he is missing is the dark eyeshadow.
Except here's the thing. I am not 100% convinced he isn't wearing eyeliner in those scenes. It definitely looks like he is.
It's close.
And he's got his stupid emo hair, and he's got it in his face, and he does the hair flip, flip. He keeps flipping his fucking hair.
Betsy, can we just talk about strutting? The strutting down the street with his fucking hair. It's not even that. It's a James Brown song being played.
Same vibe, though.
Totally, same vibe. But it's a James Brown song. He's strutting down the street.
Making
and all these
women uncomfortable.
Yeah. And like, number one, it's like the same women over and over and over again. Did you see that?
Not really.
At least very, very close.
They
look like the same women.
Looking women.
Sure. But yeah, beautiful women are walking past him. At first, they're looking at him like checking him out. But then later on, it just becomes annoying.
He's throwing like the finger guns, and they're like, who the fuck is this douchebag?
Right. Oh my God.
And then he goes and buys himself a black suit and dances. He dances, Trent. Oh. He dances so much. And then what does he do? He gets a date with Gwen and takes her to the club where MJ works to make her jealous. And he dances some more.
So I've heard about this dance sequence here.
So yeah, you said at the beginning you knew there was dancing.
Wow, that was worse than what I expected.
Tobey Maguire looks awful with emo hair.
Uh-huh.
I don't know that there is any world in which we could have made this look any better than that.
And his hair is somehow darker.
And
did you notice that?
It's longer.
Yeah.
How does it just get longer? Oh, because we put a wig on him.
Right.
He's emo. He must have the bangs to go with it.
I know. God.
Yeah, like, I get, like, a dark transformation, but in 2007, we went full emo.
Sure. And, that was the era in which a lot of guys went with this look.
Oh, yeah, guy liner.
Oh, yeah, that was huge.
Remember guy liner?
I do. I've never had it. I've never put it on. I did admit that I had a faux hawk at one point in this show, but I never went that far.
No, and you don't have the emo hair.
No.
You never went this way, but yeah, it's just weird. This movie's weird at times. It's awkward at times. It's not funny.
No.
It's just a lot for the sake of a lot.
The times that I laughed at it is when it was being stupid.
Yeah. It was funny unintentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems with this movie. And I think it's literally just they didn't have enough focus. They could have made this movie better. I firmly believe somewhere in this is a good movie. If they had pulled it back. Sure. Just rein it in. Did we need Bruce Campbell yet again? This time as a French maitre d'?
Yeah.
No. Did we need Topher Grace? Did we need, J.J. Jameson on anger pills?
Right.
Your wife said to keep you from getting angry. Thank you. Like, just...
Right. And there's these bits that in any other movie wouldn't fit. You would be asked, well, what was that about?
Yeah.
Are you going to reference that later? Right.
And the end of the movie is basically the same ending as the other two. We're going to kidnap Mary Jane and
have her scream a lot.
And you get to rescue her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we talked about it a little bit while it was happening, but some of the special effects, not good.
Still not good. When they're up in the air fighting as they're falling.
Why were there so many fight scenes of them falling?
I don't know.
The first scene in the movie, Harry is going after him.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in a narrow corridor.
In the longest alleyway in New York City, I would imagine.
The longest, narrowest alleyway in New York City. And then, of course, Harry gets amnesia.
Fucking soap opera.
Because this movie wasn't enough, we have to reset Harry by hitting him in the head.
Right.
And then, like, he loses his memory and everything's fine for a while. But then he has a drink and a traumatic time where he makes a mistake and kisses MJ. And it all comes back to him in a flash.
Yeah. And Willem Dafoe shows back up and does the same "avenge me" line.
And they, again, gloss over a bunch of stuff. They imply that Harry takes, like, the super serum.
Yeah, he does.
And he's, like, super strong. Mm-hmm. But they don't talk about it.
No.
They just show him, look, he's got fast reflexes now.
Right, that's about it.
That's it. And yeah, Willem Dafoe shows up again. Mm-hmm. And it's all over. It's all over the place.
Yeah. So, talking about what this movie could have been, like, let's speculate here. Do you think that they knew that this was going to be the last one?
They had to. Tobey Maguire's 32 years old. He cannot play a college kid when he is now... He would have been our age that we are now by the time the next one came out.
I guess. So...
And he's still supposed to be in college.
Yeah.
Yes, he's got a baby face. Yes, he can play younger at this point of his career. But no, there's no world in which I think they were going to make another one. You can't
keep that up.
No.
And back in the day, in the early to mid 2000s, you couldn't crank out movies like they do now with all the CG. Mm-mm. It took way too much time. It cost way too much money. Now every single movie has all this CG in it.
Yeah.
You see how many Marvel movies they put out in 1 year.
Yeah.
And all the TV shows they do.
And that's because
all CG.
They have planned that the hell in advance.
True. But
and they've gotten better at it.
Exactly. So back then you couldn't just crank them out like you used to, like you can now. So my question is, if you think that they knew that this was going to be it, couldn't they get some better villains? I mean, who the fuck is Sandman? That's stupid.
He's a man made out of sand. Weren't you watching the movie, Trent?
Right, and you got fucking Harry coming back as Green Goblin Jr.
Yep.
You've got the fucking Venom, which I knew nothing about Venom going into this movie, other than what I've seen the Tom Hardy previews to be.
Right.
Where it like takes over him and he like fights it. It's like a different personality.
And
in this thing, it's not.
And they kind of touch on it a little, but only with these little scenes where he takes a sample to the doctor.
Who is also a physicist, not a biologist.
Right. And he's doing like studies and he figures out, it's
a symbiote.
It's a symbiote and it brings out the aggression of its host.
How does a physicist find this out?
Science, dummy. God, Trent.
Jeez.
Shut up. like it's that. Like, it's casually throwing information at you.
Yeah, it's just brushing off whatever explanation you're trying to give. I would rather you not even address it. Don't bring it to the professor.
No.
Just have it be this alien goo that fell from the sky, and that's it.
Or have them, like, have a news story about... there's been debris, there's a meteor shower. Like, just a little throwaway line of dialogue, something...
Or some experiment escaped from a lab.
Yeah, just anything, some context.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then at the end, we find out he's able to defeat the thing because it hates vibrations.
Right.
Okay, I wanted to bring this up. So, when he... finally realizes, oh my God, this thing is making me crazy. I need to get this suit off. And now he can't.
Yeah.
He's in a bell tower. Arbitrary location. He decides he's going to go be in the bell tower.
It's a very large tower.
And he's throwing his body against the bell. And that is what's freaking this thing out. And he's able to remove it. And it falls onto Eddie down below.
Yes.
So Peter Parker's just laying there naked in a bell tower?
Yes. They have a very convenient shadow over his ass.
How did he get home?
He's Spider-Man.
He's just flying naked through the city.
Wouldn't you?
It's just those moments in between where it's like you don't get the scene.
I had the same thought, Betsy.
I just had this image of him waking up naked and realizing he has to get home and spider webbing himself through Manhattan.
Of course.
Oh, this movie's stupid. But yeah, so they bring that up again. At the end of the movie, they're on a construction site, and all these like pipes fall down, these metal pipes, and the vibrations freak it out.
Yeah.
So he makes this little circle, and he's banging it and reverberating it, and he's able to get Eddie out of the suit.
Yep.
And he throws one of Harry's little bombs in at the thing, and then Eddie goes in after it, and everything blows up.
Including Eddie.
Yeah. There was like a rib cage. Did you see that?
No.
There was like a moment where it looked like a body.
Oh, God.
Like skeleton.
Oh, God. No, I didn't see that.
Maybe I imagined that.
Jeez.
But that's what it looked like to me, because it was right where he was.
Well, there was nothing left.
No. He got incinerated.
Yeah. And you know, I guess it's a convenient way to get out of that, for Eddie to just jump into where. Like,
also, okay.
All right, you go.
Eddie decides to go after Peter because he's like, I'm gonna humiliate you like you humiliated me. Listen here, you piece of shit. You literally plagiarized his photography.
Not even plagiarized. It's doctored.
He stole one of his pictures.
Yeah, he stole a picture and doctored it to make it look like it was something else by you taking other photos and superimposing them behind.
And he took it and he turned it in as his own work for this cover shoot.
Yeah.
And Peter confronts him, and he says, "You can't do that. I'll never get a job in this town again."
Right. You can't do that. You cannot do that.
That's how it works. You garbage human.
I know you work at a fucking almost tabloid newspaper, but you can't just Photoshop some shit and put it on the front page.
So yeah, that's his motivation? You're a piece of shit, and so you want Peter Parker to die? He goes into a church and starts crying to Jesus.
Well, and begging Jesus. He calls him Sir, by the way. Did you notice that?
Listen, we assume that that's who he's praying to. Lord only knows.
He went into the Catholic Church and crossed himself with holy water as he walked in.
Yes.
Yes. He's there to talk to Jesus. Sir.
Except he's crying and he's asking him to kill
Jesus
Peter
to
Parker.
kill Peter Parker. Okay, I'm not a Catholic. You are.
You can't do that.
You can't do that, Betsy. I'm going to trust that you know what you're talking about.
It's all about peace, love, and forgiveness.
Yeah.
You can't ask God to kill somebody because you fucked up.
Yeah.
That's not how this works.
You do your own dirty work.
So yeah, it's just absolute arbitrary bullshit from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I don't like anybody in this movie. Mm-hmm. Everyone sucks.
Yeah.
Frankly, the best person in this whole movie is the Mater D. He's at least trying to be helpful.
And he's doing his job.
He's doing his job. He did exactly as he was asked.
Yes.
And he didn't even have to tip him.
Well, I even said during the movie, they brought over the champagne, and they ordered at least that. He wasn't going to be able to afford that. That was probably going to be like a $500 bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
In a fancy place like that in New York City? Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
But yeah, I just have all kinds of weird notes Peter, shut up and listen to your woman. Yep. Just shut up. Shh. Quiet. Yeah. Quiet.
Yeah.
You are not listening to her needs. Mm-hmm. And, MJ, tell the fucking truth once in a while.
Yeah.
Stop keeping secrets.
Communicate with your boyfriend. Just tell him you're having a bad day. You came home, but you know what? He did blow her off.
He did.
He did blow her off. So I can understand if she doesn't want to try to confide in him because of that.
Yeah. Harry does get over his shit eventually, but it takes a pep talk from his friendly butler.
Right. From his Alfred.
Yeah. And then, he gets a redemption arc and he shows up at the end after he's been blown to hell.
Yeah.
Half his face is melted off. And that is Peter's fault. Peter did do that to him.
Yes, he did.
And yeah, it's just like at the end of the movie, Peter shows back up at MJ's club, interrupts her song because he apparently has no interest in letting her sing in this movie.
No.
And they dance. And that's the end of the movie.
What?
Huh?
What? Huh?
Wait.
There was a funeral and then you
Joe Manganiello was there.
Joe Manganiello showed up at the funeral. It's like, yeah, I know.
Okay.
That was your high school friend that you weren't actually friends with? Yeah.
Flash or Crash or
Flash.
Dumbass, whatever his name was.
Flash. Which, by the way, I learned this week. Remember, so his name is Flash, and so is the other kid in the Tom Holland movies. The guy who was always saying, "Oh, Penis Parker," blah blah blah. That's kid.
Flash.
That's Flash.
I didn't think about that. That makes sense. He's kind of an asshole.
Yep.
Flash is the local asshole.
Anyway, that was just a little aside.
Yeah, so why is he there? You weren't friends with Harry?
No.
Fuck right off.
No.
Gwen! Why is Gwen at Harry's funeral?
I had the same thought.
They've never met.
They've never met. Did the police chief just decide to bring his daughter around?
Why was he there? I don't get it.
Local rich billionaire kid dies in apparent suicide pact or something.
I guess. What happens to all that money? Is Peter gonna get that money?
I think the butler gets the money.
It's all Bernard's. Fuck off, all of you.
That's right.
Bernard for the win.
Bernard's gonna be the new Green Goblin. He's got all the technology now.
That's right.
Including the snowboard.
That's right.
Oh my god.
The snowboarding
They gave
goblin.
him a fucking snowboard, Betsy.
They sure did. Also, Harry's not that smart. Who the fuck helped him build all this? He's not a scientist.
No. He was failing high school.
He's been kicked out of many.
Peter helped him graduate from high school.
Yes.
And then what has he done since then? He didn't go to college.
But
he wouldn't need to go to college because he just inherited his father's company.
But he somehow manages to piece together enough information to make himself a super soldier, adapt a suit, adapt the board,
create all these
himself.
new weapons, not all his father's stuff. It's all new.
Right.
Jesus.
Nothing in this movie makes any sense, and I just think it's because they were like, fuck it, go big or go home.
Pretty much. It's your last outing, just do it.
Yeah, it didn't work. It doesn't work. This movie, I didn't remember, and I think it's because there was not a lot worth remembering.
I would say that.
It had very little impact on me 14 years ago, and I doubt I'm going to remember much about this the next time I see it in another 14 years.
Right. But yeah, going back to Mr. Jawline, a lot of his sequences just seemed like they wanted to show off their sand tech.
Yeah.
Because, for that year in CG, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Because, stuff like that is very much... Stuff like that has to behave like a liquid. And liquid in CG is very, very hard to do.
Yeah.
Especially now you flip it on its head and it's a solid, but it acts like a liquid. And I've seen enough, stuff about how they do CG to understand that, that's really hard to do. But you don't need to do it. I don't think they really needed to have Sandman as an enemy, except to have 2-on-2 at the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
And you could have just introduced a different Spider-Man villain. We're going to come across, when we get into Amazing Spider-Man, I know there are different Spider-Man villains.
That haven't appeared,
that haven't appeared in these, in this trilogy. Plenty of other ones would have been just fine. Mm-hmm. You could have still cast Topher Grace as those. I don't care.
Nah.
But, the Sandman stuff, the fact that they retconned the retcon of him killing his uncle, but didn't actually mean to kill him. He did kill him, but then he forgives him, and he's just gonna fuck off. He was
startled and holding the gun.
Yeah, and at the very end, he just fucks off, and Spider-Man lets him go. Mm-hmm. What? What?
He forgives him and he leaves and he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's going to go off and probably steal some more money.
Probably.
Because I don't know if you've heard, medical bills pile up very quickly.
Yeah, that's like all his whole thing is he's just doing it for his daughter.
He's just stealing money so that he can pay for his daughter's treatments, whatever they happen to be.
Yeah, we don't know what she's sick with or why she's sick. We don't know the situation.
She's well enough to walk around.
They're clearly poor because they live in a, shit apartment that shakes every time the train goes by.
True. But then again, Peter Parker also lives in a very much more shit apartment.
Well,
Still.
Yeah, why doesn't he just live with his Aunt May? She's in the city now.
Yeah, she's got her own apartment, which, by the way, I noticed this during the movie. She's gonna be making tea, I think.
She's making them tea.
She's making tea, and she has this tea kettle with hot water. She pours the hot water in the cup, then she pours a little bit of cream or milk in the cup, and that's it. There's nothing else in the cup.
Shut up! Hot water and cream is
hot
delicious.
Water and cream is all you get. What?
Yeah, or either that, or she put like one tea bag for that entire giant pot, and so it was incredibly thin tea.
Right.
It was clear to the naked eye.
That's something I noticed.
Was it green tea? No, it was
just
clear.
water. It's water with milk. Drink it.
She's so good at making tea. Shut up and drink it.
Drink it.
Be nice to your Aunt May. She's an old woman. Drink her shitty tea.
Humor her.
Also, I'm not 100%, but I think the bottle she grabbed for the milk was Tropicana.
What? No. No.
It wasn't a milk brand. I swear to you, it looked like juice. I'm going to go back and check.
As long as we're talking about her kitchen, did you notice the dust buster right next to the fridge?
Like
an
on the
old
wall?
Yeah, like an old school like dust buster ass dust buster.
Nice. No, I didn't notice it. I heard you say it, but I didn't see it.
Yeah. Like that's something that my family had in the 90s.
I think most families have.
Right. Oh, what else did I write down here? I wrote down so much stuff. And I think it's just reminding me of, oh God, like this is just stupid. Like, okay, finally, someone has a cell phone.
Yes.
MJ has a cell phone.
My God, at long last.
Yeah, I think it's a BlackBerry. And she's like scrolling through, like she's about to call Peter, but instead she calls Harry. And then she goes over there and makes out with him.
They have a dance party.
Yeah.
And make terrible omelets that they throw on the floor.
Right. And I said while we were watching, he drops it on the floor. It just came out of the pan. That shit is hot, MJ. What are you doing picking it up with your hands?
She starts picking it up.
Right.
Yeah. She not that smart, that one.
I guess. But, that right after that is when Harry gets repossessed by his father's ghost. Much like the soap opera that it is.
Yeah, we have firmly entered soap opera territory now.
Yeah. And
when is your evil twin showing up?
Then Harry starts playing the fucked up mind games with, and like
go for his heart.
Yeah, he goes over and convinces MJ to break up.
He threatens her. He grabs her by the throat and pins her against the wall.
Fine. And he tells her to go break up with Peter and say there's another man.
And it's me.
And then I swear they went to the same coffee shop from number 2, from Spider-Man 2.
It could have been.
It really looked like it.
I'd have to go back and look.
Whatever. They go to the same coffee shop, let's say, and this is where Harry admits, oh yeah, the other man's me. And he gives Peter his stupid James Franco smile.
Oh yeah. It was, while that scene was happening, I was thinking about this. When at the beginning of the scene, Peter's telling him how they broke up and everything, he's very serious.
Yeah.
And he almost has, like, his left eye is a little bit more closed than the right eye. His resting face looks very lazy.
Okay.
And then he just gets that big, stupid smirk on his face, and his eyes get really wide. It's just weird how he looks so different when he's like resting his face and when he is smiling.
And he had that face throughout the entire first movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, I had this other thought. During the dance scene in the jazz club.
Yeah.
I got total Jim Carrey in The Mask vibes.
Yeah.
Did you have the same thing?
I didn't, but I understand what you're saying. It's like very physical.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of got his powers, so he's leaping around.
Yep. He's got props.
It's silly. It's kind of a tango, so he's, you know, grabbing this girl and getting real close and dipping her and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with it. Mm-hmm. Which is not a good comparison when you're trying to make, like, a cool superhero movie.
No.
Because The Mask is silly, and we know it's silly. It's intended to be silly.
Yeah.
Were you going for silly? Because that's where you landed.
That's where we got it, guys. He's not a cool guy. He's a stupid emo kid.
He's a 33-year-old man with emo hair.
Yeah.
Doing a disco dance.
With a college girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. That's kind of my reaction to the whole movie. Ugh. You know, I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
This is not a terrible movie.
The character stuff...
It's just stupid.
Yeah, the character stuff between Peter and MJ is good. I think that is the one thing that is good. Their relationship going back and forth, which they were always going to have a troubled relationship.
Correct.
If he's going to continue to be Spider-Man, that's just how it's going to be.
He's got a fucking police scanner in his room waiting for action.
Uh-huh.
As long as he's doing that, he's never letting go.
She's trying to have a serious conversation with him, and it's still going off. And she says, could you please turn that off? And all he does was turn it down.
Yep.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Listen to your girlfriend.
You're a bad boyfriend.
Jesus, man. But I don't know, Betsy. It again, as we started, this is a real downer of an ending. Mm-hmm. And
it just sort of ends.
Yeah, and not because of the content of what happened. It's just, you know, they could have really done something with this series and ended on a much higher note. But they just didn't stick the landing. It's disappointing. The thing I was curious about the most going into number 3 is how are they going to end this? Because it is the end. Yeah. If I was watching this in 2007, I wouldn't have known that they're not going to make another one with Tobey Maguire. Or maybe they're going to introduce another person in this universe to take over the mantle. Mm-hmm. Like maybe he and MJ are going to actually go and get married, and he's going to give it to Miles or whatever. You know, in 2007, I wouldn't have known who Miles Morales was.
Exactly.
But now I've been exposed to so much other fiction regarding Spider-Man in general. I kind of expect it now. Mm-hmm. So, same thing I'm thinking of for this final one coming up with Tom Holland. I don't know if he's going to continue making them.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. So, but we got 2 more to go before we get to No Way Home.
Yeah, we've got a whole brand new Spider-Man coming up with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
And they didn't make that one too long after this one came out.
Yeah.
So I'll be curious how we sort of reset everything and where that goes.
Yeah. And they made 2 of them. Mm-hmm. It'd be one thing if they just made one just to hold the license, or if they really wanted to we're going to make our own MCU over here with the Sonyverse, haha, whatever. But
good energy. Yeah. I like your style, but no.
No, just leave it to the professionals. This has turned into a global phenomenon over here.
Yeah.
You just let us take over. And you just keep your little Spider-Man license over there. We'll throw you a couple of $1 billion.
We'll sign some checks. It's fine.
Uh-huh. Just let us take this over, guys. But yeah. Any more thoughts, Betsy?
Not really. I think we'll probably have more to say after we watch the other ones. Yep. I'm curious how much more than just Alfred Molina they will draw from this particular trilogy.
Right.
Because we know the Green Goblin makes an appearance. I don't know if it's this one or a different one.
Yeah, I'm really curious what line they're going to draw. Like, is Alfred Molina the only one just because he was so good in 2? Or are they just going to go the whole 9 and get all of the Spider-Man, all of the villains, everything that was actually worth, bringing back? Like, they're not going to bring Sandman back. Or maybe they do. I don't know.
Please don't.
I mean, he didn't die.
Please don't.
He didn't die.
I don't need it. Thank you.
So, and, Betsy and I are kind of staying away from the most recent trailers.
Yeah.
For No Way Home.
We're getting too close now, and with us doing this, I'd rather just wait.
I don't want to get spoiled, even if they're trying not to have any spoilers. But, we already know Alfred Molina is going to be in it. So
spoilers my ass. They're going to be...
Yeah, then the speculation starts. Well, who else is going to be in it? I think this person. I think that person. Shut the fuck up and go watch the movie. Mm-hmm. That's my feelings on that. But
we did it. We're done with this trilogy. We're going to move on now to Andrew Garfield, which I know even less than.
Because neither of us have seen those.
Yeah, we're entering new territory.
Uh-huh. So, before we get to that one, we did get an email from Stephanie about the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, let's read that, shall we? Subject line, Spidey time. Hell yes, I loved the first Spider-Man. Yay, Willem Dafoe, J.K. Simmons, and Kirsten Dunst. So much fun. Definitely of the X-Men playbook as far as action and camp. Very high school for me. Tobey is too old, but it didn't bother me at the time. Agree. That's what I said.
At the time, it didn't bother me.
Yeah, because that's just what movies did.
Well, and everybody who's in a movie you assume is like way older than you. So it's weird as you age for people to suddenly become your peers.
Sure.
That's a strange phenomenon. But when I was 15 or whatever, I didn't give a shit.
You didn't care.
No.
Yeah. She continues, I think the world is built up so much and the characters are pretty fleshed out to where they had the potential for a sequel. Totally. I mean, they did flesh out these characters. I think they could have absolutely banked on making a sequel after that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, totally. Spider-Verse is my favorite, but I also love the first Tobey one and the Tom Holland movies. Yeah, good taste. Good taste. Spider-Verse. Again, we've said it before. Run. Do not walk. Go buy Into the Spider-Verse.
I didn't know that movie was a thing at all. I hadn't heard anything about it until it came out, and then everybody would not shut up about it. And you were like, we should go see this. I was like, what are we going to go see? I don't want to watch some stupid cartoon Spider-Man. I was very wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I was very wrong. That movie is so good.
Yeah. It is a living comic book.
Yes.
It's so
stylistically amazing.
Yes. Oh. And she finishes, if you decide, if you decide to do a holiday series, you should watch Love Hard. It is a super cute holiday rom-com. Love, Superfan Stephanie.
Another one I've never heard of.
I don't know anything about it. So
sometimes they crank out the holiday movies or seasonal movies so quick.
Yep.
That they blend together. Somebody at work the other day brought up one that I forgot existed. They said, oh, do you remember that movie The Night Before? The what, who, huh?
Right.
It's that movie with Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yep. Uh-huh.
That is a movie that exists.
And what I said was, well, they only put those movies out during one time of the year.
Correct.
And you're kind of busy for the holidays.
Yeah, if you don't commit to watching it, it's easy to miss it and then forget about it.
And you're just not, because they're not going to do like a big, it's now out on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever.
Not anymore.
No.
So unless it's presented in front of me on like a streaming service, it's gone.
But that's where things are going now.
Now?
Yeah.
But if I don't have the streaming service it's on, then I'm still not going to see it.
True. Well, what I'm saying is, Netflix will make a movie, they'll fund a movie, and they're going to promote the shit out of it to say, hey, it's coming exclusively to Netflix. And that's about it. It's going to be there for as long as, well, if they paid for it, it's going to be there forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
There's a new one coming out that is Brooke Shields and Carrie Elwes.
Right.
It's a fucking Hallmark-looking movie.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be so stupid, and I cannot wait.
We're not watching that one for this show.
I am watching that trash by myself.
We're not watching that for this show. I will tell you
all about it. If it's amazing, then we will be watching it later.
Maybe next year. But that's all we got for emails, Betsy. Any more thoughts to go along with this here trilogy?
Other people should email us their thoughts about Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man.
Yeah, I would like to hear what you think about Tobey throughout the entire series.
Specifically this one.
If
you have thoughts as we did.
Yeah. Again, I'm not going to say I hated it. I'm not going to say it was good.
It was problematic at best.
Yeah. So... yeah, email us at neverseenitpod@gmail.com and follow us on the Twitter, neverseenit_pod. And if you wish, you can support us via Anchor. Click on the link in the podcast description about support, and you guys can figure it out from there. But yeah, that's it for this here trilogy, Betsy.
Yeah, so we're done with this one. We'll be heading towards Andrew Garfield next.
Spidey Sunday will continue.
Sunday rolls on. In the meantime, I have been Betsy.
And I'm Trent.
And this has been Never Seen It. We thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.